vanish.
Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I'm going to be discussing on some Nintendo leaks that came out a couple of days ago. I'm not too sure when, but these leaks have gotten some portion of it correct. So now I'm more intrigued to discuss and speculate on it. And if you guys have your own thoughts and opinion, let me know in the comment section below. I've never really done something like this, especially when it comes to Nintendo stuff. I just like watching people like Edika and anyone else who does Nintendo stuff and just watch and discuss in the comment section. But I wanted to do it myself, mostly because I did say that I wanted to discuss about Super Mario Bros. Switch and the new Pokemon game that's gonna be coming out for the Switch as well, and I want to be covering those type of things on my channel. So let me know how I'm doing. Regardless if you guys dislike it or like it, I'm still gonna go on and do it, but feedback is obviously appreciated. So I'm gonna go through this leak. I'll post the actual link in the description below for you guys to read it yourself, but I'm gonna be focusing on the ones that I'm actually more interested in, basically, which is going to be the new Pokemon game and the new Smash game. Maybe even talk about the new Sonic racing game, because they mentioned something that I thought was actually going to be really fun to see. But anyways, let's just get into it. So pretty much this leak actually got some of the information correct when it comes to the Nintendo online service, which pretty much take this with a grain of salt. I feel like most of the stuff that they've kind of gotten right were things that were actually already somehow discussed and speculated upon, so it wasn't too far-fetched to get those things right, even if you just sat down by yourself and thought about what could Nintendo do in terms of providing an online service. But anyways, they pretty much guessed the day on which Nintendo was going to reveal information about the Nintendo online infrastructure, which is on the May 7th. I must have missed this because I just found out today, I think, but they talked about their pricing for the online features, which is going to be 20 euros every year. A solid good price, to be honest. Really made me realize just how expensive the PS4 online service is, but you know, for me personally, I'm not gonna complain. I pay for the 1 year service for PlayStation Plus, so I have no problem paying for the Nintendo Switch online service as well. I know a lot of people are kind of mad that, you know, we've been getting Nintendo online service for free all this time. What's the point of doing a paid subscription now? It makes no sense. It's just a ripoff. But you gotta understand, at a certain point, those servers that Nintendo are using at the moment are gonna cost them a lot of money, and they're gonna have to try to subsidize those costs with some type of payment, and that's what it is. 20 euros a year. Honestly, it's the cheapest that you'll ever get for an online service, because most of them be going like for 60, sometimes 70, depending on who you are. But yeah, but it's pretty interesting. They got that right. So yeah, next up in the leaks, they talked about a potential Spyro trilogy coming to the Nintendo Switch, and they didn't really want to announce this game yet because they're saving that announcement for something else. And if you can put 2 and 2 together, you probably already know what it is. They talked about Mario Paper. I don't really care about Mario Paper. This is all going to be announced at Nintendo's E3 presentation, which is supposed to be about 36 minutes long, and it's only going to be focusing on the Nintendo Switch titles, which is perfect. That's all I wanted. Just focus on the Nintendo Switch. They also talked about, I'm gonna skip a bunch of these, but they also talked about a potential announcement of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon becoming playable characters in the new the new Super Smash Bros. Switch game, which is something that I actually wanted myself. I actually made a wish list. If you've seen the video, it's probably on my channel. I really did want those two characters to be in the game, because they will be a perfect addition for the roster. And obviously with obviously with Crash Bandicoot being on the Nintendo Switch, it's only plausible for something like that to actually happen. Now, before I go on, I just have to say that I'm actually really tired, so if I say something stupid, forgive me. So that's pretty interesting. Next up is Pokemon for Switch will be revealed at E3 presentation, which is something that we kind of already knew. They did say that they're gonna be giving us more information in 2018, so this is a great time to tell us about it. It's supposed to be a new take on the Red and Blue games, and the graphics will feature a midway thing, not a midway, like, yeah, it's in between Sun and Moon and Pokken Tournament, which I thought about. It's actually pretty interesting when you it looks good in my head the way I have imagined it, but it's actually an image that's going around on the internet right now. I may post it up right now, maybe on the screen, and at first I thought this was a leak. Honestly, thought this was not a leak. Sorry, it was fake. I thought it was fake. There's no way Nintendo is going for a graphic like that. It doesn't make sense. But when you really think about it, they could do it. The Nintendo Switch is a powerful enough console to handle those type of graphics. When you look at games like, you know, Pokken Tournament, Super Mario Odyssey, Legends of Zelda, it can handle those type of games. And I feel like after, what, is it 20 years or maybe 30 years? I'm not too sure. It's around those years of Pokemon being existing. I can't talk, I'm sorry. Like, it's been a long ass time since we've played a bunch of Pokemon games, basically. I think it's time for upgrading visual fidelity, if you know what I'm saying. I think that'll be pretty awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, there's not much about it. I'm not too sure if I want a new take of Pokemon Red and Blue. I know there's been speculation of them revisiting Kanto region once again and doing something with it. I mean, listen, Kanto region is the best. Like, you know, everyone played Kanto region. It was one of the first Pokemon game that I played, Pokemon Red. But I was hoping for a new area, a new place, but I'll take it. If they're revisiting Kanto, maybe doing something interesting with it, maybe introducing some new Pokemons, whatever the case may be, I'll be more than happy with it. But obviously, I really would like to see the new visual graphics. It's going to be amazing. I know a lot of people were looking forward to kind of seeing a Pokemon Colosseum or a Pokemon Gale of Darkness, something like that. I personally would have thought those would be awesome, be able to travel in that kind of environment, but we'll see. We'll have to see. These are all just leaks, so we can't go on with these information as 100% fact. We have to put some level of doubt to them so that we don't get disappointed when we watch the E3 presentation. Next up will be 2 trailers for Super Smash for the Nintendo Switch. One of them will reveal Captain Toad, which, you know, it's whatever, and the other one, as I've already mentioned before, will be Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, and that will be the end of the presentation. So this is looking pretty powerful, to be honest, really, and yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. I'm really impressed by it, and I can't wait to see it. Now, the last thing that I didn't talk about, which I'm gonna put in here now because it's all about Nintendo, basically. Super Sonic Racing will be revealed, and it will take inspiration from the Sonic Racing games in some ways. Now, what I liked about this information in particular is that characters like Sonic will be running on their feet, while other characters like Tails will be using vehicles. Now, I thought this would be very interesting to see, because we know, like, when Sonic and the All-Star Racing, everybody uses vehicles to traverse through the maps and stuff like that. But having cats like maybe Sonic, Shadow, Silver, using their various abilities to traverse through the map, and then seeing people like Tails, Amy, Eggman using vehicles, it would be pretty cool, because that's something I've always wanted. It's like a mixture of, you know, Sonic and the All-Star Racing and Sonic Rivals, the game that came out on the PSP. It's a mixture of that. I think I like it. I'll see what it is. It'll be pretty interesting, because they kind of threw us for a curve when they showed that teaser trailer with the vehicle, and we all assumed there's going to be another version of the Sonic and the All-Star Racing, but this time only focusing on the Sonic characters. But that would be pretty awesome. That'll be pretty awesome. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the leaks. Like I said before, a more detailed version of it will be in the description below, because I know I just went all over the place. I'm just talking about my own thoughts and opinions on them, because I want to really try to enter into the Nintendo community. Like, I've been repping the Switch for a long ass time now. Like, I'm not a new Switch owner, like, but I wanna really be part of this community. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm Paras. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.